When the company executive came to the factory cafeteria to eat, all that was left were some vegetable scraps and half a bowl of cold rice. Not even a drop of hot soup remained. A few days earlier, the once proud Jack was about to be promoted to company executive. But due to a work mistake, he was sent to a remote factory as a safety officer. He went from being a leader to a nobody that no one cared about. When he first arrived at the factory, he still carried himself like a headquarters manager. During the handover with the previous safety officer, he didn't expect to be assigned menial tasks. Just then, a woman suddenly shouted that lunch was ready. The next second, everyone in the entire factory sprinted toward the cafeteria at full speed. Jack strolled out leisurely. He was instantly stunned by the scene. By the time he reached the cafeteria, a long line had already formed. A man reminded him, "You have to run to get lunch at noon. Otherwise, you won't even get hot soup." By the time it was his turn to get food, only some vegetable scraps and cold rice were left. There wasn't even any seaweed soup. He sat down and started eating. But before he could take more than a couple of bites, the announcement came on saying lunch was over and they had to get back to work. He had no choice but to quickly wolf down a few bites and leave. The next day, Jack waited for lunch to start. As soon as it was time, he also started running. But because he wanted to save face and didn't want to sprint like everyone else, he was once again the last one to reach the cafeteria. When it was his turn, all that remained were leftovers again. He tried to grab 2 cartons of yogurt, but was scolded by Anna, saying each person could only take one. He was also mocked by those around him. Jack felt furious. He refused to accept this. So he started working out every night, determined to be the first one to reach the cafeteria. But because of his age and lack of stamina, he still fell behind the crowd. Then he suddenly discovered a shortcut to the cafeteria. When he got to the cafeteria, only a little soup and 1 potato were left. A world of difference from his co-workers' lunches. The next day at lunchtime, when he started running with everyone else, he dashed straight for the shortcut to the cafeteria, to be the first one there. He ran forward with everything he had. His efforts paid off. He successfully passed them all. Everyone was shocked when they saw him suddenly appear. Anna immediately felt threatened. The two ran neck and neck at full speed. To be the first one to reach the cafeteria, Jack gave it absolutely everything he had, and finally arrived at the cafeteria first. Seeing the tea, Ray piled high with delicious food, he felt a great sense of accomplishment.